Just going out from the marina, you can really see that spring is sprung by looking at these flowers here. But they're very, what are you, white, fluffy flowers? Oh, there's a bee. Hello, Mr. Bee. What is it, bee? And obviously insects start coming out now as well. Look at them all. You can see them. I wanted to just sort of say that a lot's been going on lately in terms of work on the boat. It's consumed me somewhat. Last weekend I was helping out on a friend's film/computer game shoot, so that was why I didn't stream last weekend, and there was no reason other than my brain's not in streaming right now. And I was a bit like, do I do a stream? It's been a logistical nightmare for me, the Rumble thing. And I haven't had the time to sit there. I spent 4 hours trying to work out why it wasn't streaming. Oh, it works. Hooray. He's gonna wait. Thank you, mate. Cheers. We live right by a farm on this marina, so I've sort of put Rumble aside with everything going on at the moment, with also a family member's ill health and a need to be creative again with a camera is very important for me, and this isn't really doing it for me, the digital format. It's great for things like this. It's the lovely bridge they've just fixed. It's great for things like this, but it doesn't inspire me. I love my analog days too much, you see. I love my anticipation of developing my own black and white photos in my little photo developer, and waiting and seeing whether they've come out really great or abstractly odd or not. Imperfect sometimes is good. While this was used today, and there's no doubt a great camera to have, I've bought a camera that's crank, old, no battery, a really nice 120mm camera that is being imported from Italy. I'm getting back to what I used to do for 8 years. I want to develop something. I want to put coffee powder in my developing fluid to tint my negatives before I scan them. Ironically, digitally scan them. But I want to get back to that again. So hopefully things in the future are going to get back to that again. I met a charming young lady last week who has this striking features. She really caught my eye. I mean, she was just absolutely beautiful. That inspired me to come up with an idea, and I came up with this idea of calling a photo shoot "Innocent When You Dream." It would be a perfect way to kickstart what's been missing in my life, and that is analog portraits. Now I just happen to own one of the most iconic, sought-after cameras, quite rare. I guess what I'm saying is the streams may be taking a little bit of a backseat just for a couple of months. My boat is going in for a full repaint at the end of May. I'm not going to be on that boat for 6 weeks then, so there will be hardly any streams happening then on Rumble, should it work in the end, or YouTube will be few and far between. So things are going to change for a good 6 or 7 weeks, I think, before I'm due to move my boat 146 miles south. Creativity for me is almost as important as a nice home to live in. I can't go without being creative, you see. So we're just coming into Nantwich now. This is Nantwich. It's a lovely little town that in some way I will miss when I leave, and in other ways I won't. I don't know what to say about this area. It's quite affluent in some places. The train tracks. I am going to be doing a live stream when I'm on moving my boat, so there will be live streams throughout that 6 weeks. I could do it in 9 days if I travel in a boat 7 or 8 hours a day. But it won't be over 9 days because I'll be stopping along the way in many different places. I'm having a few friends hopefully up to help me, which is good, because solo boating is it's okay when you don't have lots of locks and swing bridges. But there will be some live streams, and we should have a lot of fun with those. I will pick you up again after I've been to the Co-op, which is going to cost me a fortune because everyone knows Co-op's bloody expensive.
Right.
Hello, mate.
Where are? Right.
Just that one and that one, please. Thank you, mate.
Nice one, I see that.
See ya. The video probably going to be, if at the most, 6 or 7 minutes long. So most of this won't make the cut. If anyone wants to see the director's cut of my trip to Co-op on a Sunday mid-March, then leave a message in the comment section. I was watching Alien again the other day, and it's one of my favourite films, Alien. It was so odd that I'd made this connection in the past. Ash in Alien, played by the great late Ian Holm. So have you noticed how over the years, over the last 10 years, Mark Zuckerberg is might be a bit of overreach on my behalf, but he's got to be a bit more human? It's because of AI. It's because if you look at the trait of AI and how clever it's getting, it's like it runs parallel with how much more Mark Zuckerberg is becoming human. As AI technology becomes more human, so does Mark Zuckerberg. During that trial, when AI was at its infancy, going back about, 4 years ago, when he was just like Beaker from the Muppets. There's no soul in his eyes. AI is getting so advanced now that Mark Zuckerberg is looking more human. He's an android. I think Mark Zuckerberg is an automaton of the highest order. While he will never have a soul, AI is going to, in its own way, replicate a soul eventually. And Mark Zuckerberg is the first to require one. I have to scan my card to open the barrier. Notice the electric window. In my head, I'm making the sound. It's going like that. That's true. True story. Thank you for watching on this beautiful March spring day afternoon. And I will see you in the next one.